Well, welcome back, everyone. We are back in a second session for me playing this game. It'll be part 4 on the YouTube videos starting off, and we are back in the wilderness. We finished the Dank Crypt last time, and we have a little bit more exploring to do. We have a few more party members to pick up, and I don't know if we'll get to all 6 today. I would like to, but there's one party member who I'm most interested in picking up, but they are furthest away and have the most... We'll have to see if we can get there today. We'll certainly get to the Grove today and see how everything goes. The Shadow Heart voice actor has, I think, God's favorite princess now because she said it in her voice line. Yes, I have been quoting so much of this game.
On the road to Baldur's Gate.
Don't be naive. Zoru was right. Yellow as a toad and twice as ugly.
The thing's dangerous. Leave it for the goblins to kill.
And if it escapes, how will you... Oh, a guest.
Your skull pounds in response to the prisoner's white-hot stare. Her lips don't move, yet you hear her voice.
Get rid of them.
All right, we have found Lae'zel. She is in a goblin trap, it looks like, and there are some tieflings talking near her that seem to be a bit racist against the Gith. Lae'zel's talking to us in her mind. We should get rid of them for her so that she can get down, and we have to decide what kind of route we're taking here. Rather demanding for a woman in your position, why should I? Don't worry, I'll get them out of here one way or another. Deception, this creature is dangerous. Get out of here, leave it to me. And that's talking to the tieflings. The italics are things that you're like saying in your mind or like doing, like actions. And then the non-italics are things that you're saying to the conversation. We can persuade to shoot the trap down so that we could kill it before the Gith harms someone. Don't like the use of the word it there. Or attack the tieflings. We're going to use deception, I think. We could use either, but I would like them just to leave. We can use guidance from Shadowheart. Well, it shouldn't have been a difficult check, but here we are. We rolled a 2.
Demaze, let's...
No, I'm not leaving this fiend with a stranger.
Uh-oh.
kill them.
Well,
Your words flow to her, though you never speak them aloud.
I know what grows inside you, and I know of a cure.
Remember how keen she was to leave me to die in the Nautiloid? We can't trust her.
all right, chat. You're going to help me decide this because we have a hard decision to make. Are we siding with the tieflings or are we siding with Lae'zel? Either way, we're going to have to fight. And we have to decide who to keep around. I'm inclined, try not to be biased with what I know about the storyline. Like, we don't know the tieflings. We do know Lae'zel, and they're being pretty ridiculous. And I think we should... attack the tieflings? Is the Lae'zel in chat to keep Lae'zel or to attack Lae'zel? With that delay, I'm never quite sure with what I said a few seconds ago. Again, if you're catching this stream for the first time in the replays, I'm not going to ask the chat for every single decision that we make in this game, but for big ones or for ones that I'm too biased in, I will certainly ask for input. I'm inclined to go with this one here. I guess I've never tried this one. Can we shoot the trap down and then, like, not attack Lae'zel? I feel like that's not how this would go. I feel like our options are attack one or the other. Okay, I'm gonna pick attack the tieflings because that's probably one for science. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna save. Okay, I think I'm still here. We'll eventually work this out, folks. Thank you for bearing with me. Welcome, Q. All right, 1 for science. I've saved the game in case this is terrible and it makes us kill Lae'zel, because I don't want to do that. I did turn off my karmic dice because I wanted to see what it was like without them. So we're not using karmic dice today.
She's right. No one's safe if that thing goes loose. Not even us.
Damaze?
Enough. Lower the trap. Ready your blade.
You've but one chance.
Okay,
Join
we
me
do get another
or
chance.
die.
All right, I'm glad that, you know, one for science, we got our answer, and we'll attack the tieflings. Shadowheart's mad at us already.
Lying rat!
Asterian's pleased. And inspired, look at that. Okay, we can use, I always forget about this, we can use non-lethal attacks. So let's do that. Maybe it will help us from making permanent enemies. I've never done this in this scenario, so let's see. We can sneak attack here. We're not doing enough damage to this killer outright. Oh yeah, non-lethal attacks. You can, it has to be melee attacks. You can't do ranged or spells, but we can choose not to kill people in this game and just leave them. And consequences we'll find out later. How is the combat volume today? Is it too loud? I am afraid to attack her with a spell because it will kill her. I accidentally non-lethaled very bad people, so I Eldritch blast them. All right. I'm glad that the volume sounds good today. All right, we're good here. We're gonna smooth sailing from here on out. All right, let's go ahead and non-lethally attack. Oh, also when you do non-lethal, it applies to your whole party. There's no option to do it like with one character, so it's either you're non-lethal attacking or you're not. And she is knocked out now. You know what? Let's see what she has on her. She can keep her stuff, that's fine. All right, and then we're gonna run over here. We'll use our cunning action to dash.
Ready.
Turn. Shadowheart. Oh, you're still like really good off, so we can firebolt you. We're just missing all the things. Level 2, level 2. All right, are we really not close enough? Gosh darn. Okay. We'll get there eventually, folks. Yes! I experienced the same, Jess. Shadowheart misses a lot, and, you know... It is what it is. Normally I'd be going for our cantrips, but... Oh, I didn't even think about Lae'zel being the one to accidentally kill him. That would be a situation. There we go. All right. He also just has his armor and weapons.
Light on my feet.
Those. Actually, you know what? Let's take their weapons from them. Maybe when violence is their first reaction to someone they haven't seen before, they shouldn't be allowed to have weapons on them. All right. Lae'zel.
I need a quick word.
Here.
The tadpole hasn't yet scrambled all your senses. Auspicious. But the longer we wait, the more it consumes. My people possess the cure for this infection. I must find a creche. You will join me.
Careful. She obviously sees your kindness as weakness. Don't let her take advantage.
And what exactly is a creche? A simple thank you wouldn't go amiss. All right, we journeyed together. Let's find this creche. Go our separate ways. I want to say both 1 and 2 right now. We're going to go with, and what exactly is a creche?
It is many things. A hatchery, a training grounds, a shelter. Githyanki protocol is clear. When infected with a gay tadpole, we must report to Augustil for purification.
We're getting lots of Githyanki words, which took me a while to pick up on, but they will be helpful in the long term. And now we can say a simple thank you wouldn't go amiss. She's not going to do it, but...
You may as well suggest a wyvern bow to worms. The cure I offer will suffice as thanks.
The cure I offer will suffice as thanks. All right, we journey together. Let's find this creche.
You are full up.
She can go to
Dismiss your
camp.
weakest warrior.
Oh. Normally, our companions will go to camp if that is the situation, but Lae'zel would like us to get rid of our weakest warrior, which makes sense for her. So, you know... Let's have Gale go back to camp.
You're not versed in magic, are you?
Pester me another time.
What's on your mind? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then, idling away the hours.
All right, and now Lae'zel can join us.
Has the error of your ways become clear?
Calm down. I was just excusing him.
You have made an ally from Kresh Kalir. Few know such fortune. Call me Lae'zel.
I'll trust your judgment, but I won't trust her. Not until I've gotten the measure of her.
You've a sharp tongue, elf. Would that your mind proved its equal.
Half elf. I suppose the finer details are lost on a creature like you.
Come. The Horned Ones mentioned a camp. One there, this Zoru, has seen Githyanki. A Kresh must be near. We will ask this Zoru where he has seen my kin.
In the chat, we have did the entire crypt dungeon in my playthrough with only Shadowheart because I got scared by the intellect devours. Yeah, I didn't pull Gale out of the sigil because I was afraid of the sigil in my first playthrough. I went back from later when I realized, like, oh, this is something you're supposed to do. So we're gonna come on up here. Sorry as I adjust
We can
to
check it out, but be
reading
careful.
chat and also playing the game at the same time. I'll get faster, I promise. We're gonna do a sneak, and we're gonna come up this hill to see what's going over here. Our characters warned us that there's something happening. They're shouting over here. I wonder what it could be. There's an autosave. Oh no! Oh no! I didn't level up Lae'zel. Hold on. Oh, I also don't think I got a chance to mention on stream, but I went back and did our, if you watched the first VOD of the tutorial, I went back with a cleric character and prepared command to try and get that sword we were trying to get on this playthrough unsuccessfully. And I had prepped both my cleric and Shadowheart command, so I'd have 4 tries between our 4 spell slots, and I got it on the first try, so it was awesome. But unfortunately, we don't have a big fire sword to give Lae'zel right now. Let's make sure everything else is okay. She does still have the nautiloid tanks that we put on her a while ago, so that's nice. And let's see what's happening.
Open the bloody gate! Nobody gets in! Zevlor's orders! That pack of goblins will be on us any second!
What's going on?
Goblins are on our tail! Open the gate, Zevlor, now! You let goblins here? Where is the druid? Please! There's no time!
By the 9 hells! Open the gates! Cannon! No!
Shit! Form a line!
I do have to question the decision to put someone who is unarmored
Damnable roach!
up on the wall.
Provoke the blade! and suffer its sting.
Here's Wyll. All right, so this is our first like really big combat, I think, in this playthrough. We are up pretty high in the initiative order. Rogue's gonna rogue, so let's go ahead and... Can I do a hide over here?
Out of sight, out of mind.
Excellent. As a reminder, hide gives us that sneak attack, but we do lose our extra attack action. So it had the potential to be good, but not quite there yet. And this is our first encounter with the live goblins. We found dead ones on the road before, but it looks like they're trying to get into this settlement. All right, and now our other rogue can have sneak attack because we're both in melee. Didn't. Oh no! We're gonna toggle off this option right now. Sorry. Okay, that was a little excessive, but. And whereas before, when we were getting to combats, most of our characters were like next to each other on the turn tracker, so we could change out their actions. We're kind of spaced out this time. Lae'zel and Shadowheart are still at the same initiative, so that they can go back and forth. But and now we're rallied. We're all bolstered. Okay. I should have led into this with Lae'zel because she has the furthest to move.
Taking position.
Can you get? No, can't get to him. So we're gonna shoot someone else. We have in this game, in D&D, you're either in melee or you're ranged. And here there's like this really small in-between range where you're not close enough to melee, but you still have disadvantage on your shots, which really sucks. So we're not going to attack that one. We're going to shoot something else that we don't have disadvantage on. Ooh, we can't shove because we can't get to it. Okay, we're fine.
Concentrate.
Let's
Have to
move
keep going.
Shadowheart up. And we still have one spell slot. We'll save that in case we need healing. We should be fine. Let's... Cannot reach too far. Let's just Sacred Flame someone down here. Or not, you know. There we go. Firebolt's better. It's like the Hunter Dead Zone in WoW Classic, yeah. It seems very in character for us to do the most when someone's already down. That is fair. That is very fair. We're kind of congested up here, so we'll let Shadowheart stay up there. I did consider last night, I was thinking about the playthrough today, and I was thinking about just not picking up Wyll in this game, but I think we will anyway, just so that y'all can see all the party interactions. But I did consider it. Let's see, these guys are green, they're not yellow, so let's see if they count for sneak attack on a ranged shot. Nope, okay. Just do a regular attack. Warlocks are so cool though. They are pretty cool. And I think we'll use Wyll more than Gale in this playthrough because
On my way.
Gale likes to do good boy things and we're going to be doing a lot of mischief. So Wyll also likes to do good things, but I feel like he's a little bit more malleable. He's open to, and so is Gale. I mean, any of them are fine, but Gale just isn't the vibe for this game. All right, much like in our first session, I talked about for this character concept to do like either a Wyll or a Styrian romance because of like the archetype, but after we did the character creation, I feel like that's not the vibe. I definitely feel like Pain is somewhere on the queer spectrum, and we're going after Karlach. So just to let y'all know where my head is in that place. Which I know there are some people in the chat who will be very excited about that option. Okay, Lae'zel, can you get to this Gobbo?
Let my name be known.
You can't sit with us. We haven't used Gale at all in our playthrough yet. Oh my gosh, I love wizards, but my main character's a wizard, so it's not as problematic if Gale isn't with us. But oh my gosh, wizards are so much fun to play in this game in particular. Yeah, that's as far as we can go. Eventually, I will get down multitasking. I promise. All right, let's do a firebolt. Wee, that's me, yes. Yes, for the Karlach stands. I know Marley will be happy too. I will say, in the first time I did this combat, there were a lot of dead people from the grove. I didn't know what I was doing, and sure did a lot of people die. Oh, come on, we missed our sneak attack? That's not cool. We'll just run forward.
I'm just
gonna run over here real quick. The reason I'm looting these corpses now is because of foresight. Once we finish this combat, the corpses are gonna turn red, meaning that the game doesn't want us to loot them. So we'll just do it while they're yellow. Let's do a hide.
No trace.
Nope, no, we were in range. Okay. They were faced the other way. I thought we could maybe hide in the shadows of the trees. All right.
You bow or you break.
That's Lae'zel for you. You can loot this corpse too. There's some nice gloves on there.
Can't afford to let up.
Ooh, the gloves of power that basically impact someone with Bane, which is negative 1d4 to penalties on attack rolls and saving throws, which is really nice.
Got to press on.
Down here, another firebolt. 1 hold damage. Good job, Shadow. Okay, good. I was just looking at the tracker to make sure that the green folks were not too low down, and we're fine.
That was the last of them. Inside! All of you! More may follow! Open the gate!
All right, we've gotten a couple of inspirations and quest tracker updates.
They were tenacious. I wonder what they wanted here, other than bloodshed.
I just wonder if the grubby little beasts had any friends, and if they're nearby.
When you zoom too far away from the party while they're doing their banter, you can't hear them as well. Trying to catch back up to Astarion.
For our lives. You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
Responding to some things in the chat, yeah, Gale was bugged for a while where he just came on to everyone, which is super fun. And Shadowheart has a really good story arc. I will say it gets better, but she has a good story arc. I broke up with Gale for Karlach in Act 3, and he was like, amazing. I was watching a playthrough too, and hadn't been romancing Gale at all, barely talked to him, was a wizard themselves, so they weren't, like, Gale wasn't in the party earning, like, approval or anything, and he just straight out says, like, oh, I love you, and she was like, excuse me? And you know, it makes sense for Gale. He was, like, pining quietly at camp after the other wizard, I guess, but yeah, it was a bug that he was triggering romance when he shouldn't have been. Back to the matter at hand here. Aradin and Zevlor are fighting. So we can say a number of things here. Most of my characters are like, oh, calm down, like, don't pick a fight with each other. But We have the option as a rogue to say, I've seen much bloodier battles than this. Consider yourselves lucky. And I think that's something that Payne would say, so let's go for it.
And who the hell are you again? Show some respect. This woman saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches.
We succeeded
He's
in an
about to
insight
blow.
check, so we got some more information. And also with the chat, yeah, there is more racism in this game than I was expecting. I would say that's like the one thing that I would like want to tweak a little bit. It's pretty strong, but good thing is we're not racist and we don't have to pick the racist options. All right, so Aradin is about to punch Zevlor, and I think that Payne thinks that's funny. We can attack one of the two of them, which I think is out of character. We just got here and we don't want to make a big fuss. But let's just stand back and watch.
With a thunk, the armored man collapses, unconscious.
Enough. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Yeah, in chat, trying to put some conflict with the racism, probably, but like there's plenty of other conflict. We didn't need to do that. No? Alright, well, Aradin's on the ground. Let's talk to Zevlor.
Now that's settled.
Okay.
Thank you for your help out there. I'm Zevlor.
Okay, I've never picked the I take my thanks in coin option, but I don't want to just lean into all the rogue options. We are a well-rounded character that has other thoughts, but out of these options, I feel like that would be like, okay, I just helped you. I don't know. We could also say, what is this place? If chat has a suggestion while I'm catching up on chat, let me know. And otherwise, we'll see. Yes, exactly. Shadowheart could have said, Lae'zel ditched me in the Nautiloid, and I'd be like, yeah, okay. We don't need to bring race into it, for sure. All right. Also, the Gith racial abilities in this game are super, super cool. So it's really fun to have one on your team. All right. What is this place? I take my thanks in coin. No thoughts in the chat. Either that or I'm on too long of a delay. Let's say, what is this place?
A druid's grove, dedicated to the Oak Father Sylvanus.
I can't bring myself just to be like, give me money.
Is just as thorny, I fear. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
And to be fair here, the larger conflict is outsiders versus the people from the Grove, but there's also a very heavy layer, you'll see, of racism against the tieflings, so. I'm just gonna say we won't be staying long, I just need to find a healer.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the Inner Grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
I don't think she cares about this. We're just gonna walk away.
Thank you again for your help out there. If you'll excuse me, I'd best get my people moving.
Let's see if
I
Aradin's alright.
damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then, a foul blood takes his frustrations out on me. I'm done with this hellhole.
Okay, bye.
You must have history.
Never mind their history. Let's look for help.
Oh, didn't mean to move right. I moved it out of my little range. Oh no. It looks like Astarion and... Okay, come on. Okay, I guess this is just telling us not to loot that stuff. Astarion and Lae'zel have leveled up, meaning that they got a little bit of extra experience from that last encounter than we did. I'm going to talk to Aaron in a second, but I would like to stop them from yelling in the background while I do that, so we're going to talk to them first.
Hells! We can't just leave. They're kin!
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blades and spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay! These people aren't fighters. We can help!
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
So what I will say, if you're playing through this game for the first time, your options here impact the game later, but we're still going to stay in character, and I'm not going to use any of that knowledge. So we can either watch them do their thing, we can say get out while you can while the goblins will be back, and that's what I think we're going to do, because Payne's looking out after her own hide, or we can try and persuade them to stay, because a single blade would make all the difference, or we can leave. But we're going to say get out while you can.
Common sense at last. Let's get out of this death trap. Or would you deny your brother here?
I know, Leah's so great.
Fortune in Baldur's Gate?
I love her.
Come on, sis. Well, let's have a target alone. We should leave.
Fine. Let's sneak away like God's damned cowards. But if something happens to these people, it's on us. I hope you know that.
It would be interesting to do a whole playthrough of just watch, yeah. Occasionally they force you to make decisions, but not always. All right, so I had a little mini video in the VOD for YouTube if you want to see how I sort my inventory and my spell bars. I'm going to do a little bit of that right now, and I'll try and make it quick so that it's not super, super boring. But I do want to make sure... Let's give those to Lae'zel. I do want to make sure that my bars in particular are set up so that I don't go crazy with those. And we're just sorting all this to one character so we can sell it. We're gonna add it to our wear. Ooh, actually, hold on. We're all good on weapons? Yes, okay. We're gonna add this to our wares. Can move our spell scroll over here with our other spell scrolls. And what was I gonna do? We're gonna fix our hot bars. So speak with dead. I'm gonna put no, not yet. Actually, I don't know where I want that. We'll put that there for now. Lae'zel, we just picked up, so her bar isn't set up the way I like it.
The waiting's getting to me. If we left, we could at least make a run for it.
And this is just personal preference. I talked about it a bit in the video. I like to put all my melee attacks together, my range attacks together. And then drop her health potion onto her bar, so it's easily accessible. All right, when you talk to traders, little tip, use your highest charisma character in the party, because they'll get better prices.
Refugees, adventurers, no one in years, and suddenly we're overwhelmed. Well met. And thank you for beating back those goblins. Most brave of you. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. The ritual will be complete before too long. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
All right, so Aaron's gonna be our main trader for a while, and we're... Oh, crap, I was on Lae'zel.
Sylvanas.
After saying that, I clicked on my character, but I guess it didn't.
Well, is there anything you need?
Didn't go through.
Just some bits
All
and
right.
bobs I no longer
Definitely don't want Lae'zel talking because her prices will be super high. Then once you're in this menu, you can click to trade and then click on the character's backpack that everything is in, and we can sell wares that'll sell everything that we're marked. And then we can also buy all of his healing potions. And did we find disarm traps? We did not, so we're gonna buy a couple of these as well. There's other things here, but we don't have a ton of money, and I'm gonna show you my...
Sylvanas.
my cheese here. We're gonna level up Astarion, and then his wares will restock so we can buy more health potions. Every time a character levels up, they restock their inventory. All right. Okay, so here is a question for you, and I wasn't thinking about till this exact moment, is that we have to decide what we're doing with Astarion, because we are also a rogue. We're going to be like the thievy, sneak ahead, lockpick, disarm, which is normally what I have Astarion do. So we can either go into something different here, or we can even pick like a different class to put him in if we wanted to do that. Any thoughts? I should have thought about this before we started the stream so that I would have an idea of where we were going. I think I have another build that was interesting with a fighter multi-class. Let me pull up that document real quick. I'll edit this out of the YouTube video. But let me see what my other options are here. I was like, where did the chat go? And I'm in the same browser window. Okay, there we go. What do I have in my lore planning document? We can do a monk multi-class, but that's not Astarion, so we're not going to do that. I have a fun build for a shadow monk assassin. We could totally respec him in a little bit and pick something else entirely and just say rogue for now and make that decision later. I don't have a fighter build. I only have that monk rogue multi-class. What is the description for monk, out of curiosity? I guess that works. I don't really see Astarion focusing key though. All right, let's just take rogue for now to make it easier, and I can decide later. I've never put him in Arcane Trickster. We do have Mage Hand from Lae'zel, but if we're going to be playing with Karlach later, we're not going to be having Lae'zel in our party very much. I guess we don't have to have Astarion in our party very much, because we're not going to be romancing him, and we're the thief, so none of this matters. If we're not gonna have Gale either, let's give him some magic for now, so that, and this is what like baseline he comes with, I've just never played with it, because I always have magic users in the party. So let's give him some magic, so that we have some utility if we need it. Minor illusion seems reasonable. And bone shell? I'd say Gale over Wyll. Gale or Wyll over Astarion, so you have two casters, yeah. We'll pick some of these just to have them. We can always respec. I have a hair on my eyelash. It's tickling me. Nope, still there. I'm sure this looks very, very graceful. All right. Let's do charm person. We're gonna lean into the vampire route. I'm biased against Astarion, so I can't can agree. It covers up that last word in that line for me on my chat. It's stupid. I really like Astarion, and this is gonna be hard for me, but it's okay to branch out and do new things. All right. For his spell, tempted just to take shield, which is the boring option, but it's good. let's not spend more time on this. Yeah, I think before when I was thinking about doing 2 different builds with the rogues is because I didn't know if the character that we built was going to be romancing Astarion. Sarian. Should say his name right if I like him so much. But we don't need him in the party, so we can leave him at camp and pick up one of the other boys. Yes, I would like to buy more healing potions.
Remember, you're not the only one in need.
Anything else we want? We have our necklace for Speak with Dead. And I think if we do another round of healing potions, we're not gonna have money for anything else. So let's keep that for now. All right, we're doing Battle Master for Lae'zel, give her some maneuvers. It's how I justify playing a melee character, is having things to do because I love spellcasting. I have switched this up on like every time I spec her out, so okay, we're all right. It looks like there was like a weird blip on my screen. I think there's also like a pretty substantial delay. Anyway, sorry. I like goading attack as someone like, we're gonna have a pretty squishy party, so that would stop other people from attacking our squishies. And I feel like a pushing attack is like very in character for Lae'zel, but I also like maneuvering attack. We can add a superiority die to deal extra damage. Riposte is a good one. We can attack when someone misses on us. And we can either do a sweeping attack or trip attack. I like them both. Let's do trip attack, because if we have prone targets, our rogues will... Well, I was going to say our rogues would get sneak attack, but if they're in melee while Lae'zel's in melee, they'll still hit anyway. It's fine, let's do trip attack. Alright, y'all want Wyll, so let's tell Astarion to go back to camp. Astarion, what's wrong with me? We're gonna leave some healing potions on him for... no, if we never plan on picking him back up. Alright, take all your things, sorry buddy.
Well, this seems like a lovely little spot. The sense of impending doom aside.
And if this game is new to you, you might notice that we've been covered in blood after our little tomb adventure. That is what happens as you move through the day in this game. You get more and more beat up. What's crazy is you can just give people healing potions on not your turn as a free action. Yeah, you can trade inventories all you want, bonus action for potions. It's pretty fun. All right, I need you to stay at camp.
Darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special.
Save it for my other characters, Astarion.
Well, you know where to find me.
Go take a shower. All right,
The gods are watching
let's
me.
go. Wyll is over here training some kids. Hilariously, okay, so I know this is like straight across from Aaron, right? On my first playthrough, I went this way and didn't find Wyll. Like, had to actively look for him in the camp. Didn't know he was a companion because I didn't read any of the backstories. I was like, oh yeah, look at that NPC in that goblin fight. You know, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, and yet it's made noises twice already, and I don't understand what's going on. Shush.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this.
You know, I'm gonna say good advice because of the running thing. Like, hey, just get out of Dodge. Just go.
You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship.
Who is that woman? The one in your thoughts? She was pretty cute.
You saw her then. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlach, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mindflayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses.
Ooh. None of these feel super on point. Let's go with... You have a Mind Flayer tadpole on your head. Doesn't that worry you?
I'd be a fool if it didn't. I know the stories. Doomed to shed my skin, become a Illithid, and there's no coming back. But I haven't sprouted any tentacles. Least not yet, thank Baldur. Could just be good luck. But sooner or later, it's bound to run out.
Join me. We'll search for...
A worthy ally, perhaps. But I'll waste no time chasing devils while a tadpole feasts on our skulls.
I've seen your people in battle. I reckon you are no mere warrior, but a god's damned army. I'd be a fool to let you turn your back. Pledge me your talents, and I'll pledge you mine. I'll presume that's Githyanki for yes. Now let's move.
I've never had that little interaction before, so that's fun.
Blade of frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, blade. Name strangers gave me. My friends call me Wyll.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
See, Wyll can talk to someone of a different race and not say horrendous things, yes. To be fair, Lae'zel is about to say some pretty horrible things to a tiefling, so let's go talk to Zoru.
What to bring?
It's a big circle.
I want to have a word. By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Yeah. And I suggest you do as she says, lest you be slain.
Lower.
Oh boy. Okay, we can either wait for the tiefling to obey, or say, she's serious, you better get on your knees fast, or that's enough, I'll take it from here. I think we're gonna go with, like, as a sarcastic tone here, just so you get my drift. She's serious.
You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly, straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. up. You can keep your innards.
Very gracious of you, Lae'zel.
By the dead gods. Are all gifts so brutal?
Brutal? Blood still flows through his own veins. I was positively gentle.
Oh, Lae'zel. Okay. Sorry. Cool. Sorry about that.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Okay, Shadowheart. Lay off, please. Alright. You're a dab hand at interrogations. We might need that skill again. What comes next? Do you plan to be rough with everyone we meet? I feel like either of the first two are valid for like different reasons. We could either be like, hey, we want to keep it on the down low, or yeah, if we want to get stuff done, maybe we'll need that interrogation. But let's go with, do you plan to be that rough with everyone?
Rough? Soon you will be vomiting blood and tearing apart your own flesh. When the tentacles sprout from your lips, will you still cry that I was rough?
Alright, you made your point.
Then I needn't make it again. The tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait.
Alright, did you just say tiefling?
I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this... Fey run.
Alright, we're gonna let that one slide. What do you mean purification?
The creche holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna pop down here real quick and meet a couple other vendors.
What I do for some salt?
I always want to give this woman salt. Like, allow me to pick up an item of salt so she can season her porridge stew thing.
You! Saw you fighting those slimy bastards. Fancy a bowl? Best to fill your belly now, while we still can.
I think that, these are some fun options. I think that we're not above taking food from strangers who are offering it to us. And this is a gnome option, but I don't know if it's a deep gnome option. I like a bowl of great goo. That reminds me of home. Yeah, let's go with that one.
You've been on hard times too, huh?
No worse than what you're facing now.
Look in your eyes says otherwise. Here, have more. We'll need every bit of strength to make it to Baldur's Gate. Trust me.
I haven't gotten that option either. So we were given gruel, but she gave us 2 of them instead of 1. I've only ever gotten 1 from her. And not only are they camp supplies, but they do healing. So we're gonna put that in our main inventory so that we don't accidentally eat it in camp and we have some extra healing. Now let's talk to this other sweet lady. Look at Auntie Ethel. I'm sure everything is totally fine with her.
The talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh. There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
I feel like we could either go for an option like with Gale when he said give us a hand and we slapped his hand, but I think maybe with like an elder, she has some respect for that, is my thought process, so I'm gonna let her fuss over me.
Aha! You take a sup at that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
All right, and what is this exactly? Drink the potion. I'm gonna say, might this concoction also help with something more serious?
Well, that depends. What's wrong, lovey?
I have a condition, an unusual condition.
Oh, I've seen it all. I once had a fella who'd been caught dabbling with a dryad. The wife was none too pleased and introduced him to a pot of boiling oil.
Oh boy.
But worry not. I fixed him up, and depending on the lighting, he looks good as new.
No.
My point is, whatever ails you, I promise I've seen worse.
Something doesn't add up about this one. Don't tell her anything.
I like how she just like blatantly says that in front of her.
Wrong?
Could use the mind flare connection, but chooses not to. I don't think we're gonna start telling everyone yet. I'm just gonna say nothing's wrong, everything's fine.
As you wish, Petal. Now, do you need anything?
Yes.
I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Thank you.
Nay, bother.
I played my bard as a blabbermouth, yes. I love it. So she gave us a potion of greater healing, which is awesome, because they cost 34 gold from her. We're going to take that one. And we're also... Do we have enough? Oh, we're 1 coin shy of getting her healing potions. So let's go... We're going to go to the barter menu. I also want... I also want a potion of animal speaking, but I think that's just me talking, not pain. So let's do that, and then we'll give up one of our toolkits. I meant to do one on that, sorry. And could fill the rest with money. You only use up your... Oh. Oh shoot, is the money on someone else? Gosh darn, okay. You only use up your thieves tools if they break on a natural one, so or if you want to re-roll them by choice. So okay, I'm stuck on this menu. Let's go down to 1, and then we'll pull back. Look, Auntie's fine, but we're not going to pay her more gold than we need to. But who's holding the rest of our money? Lae'zel is. I usually try and keep all the money on one character so that doesn't happen, but I forgot to move it this time. All right.
Take care now, sweetie.
Thanks, Ethel. She also has, just so you know, she has a lot of potions here. She's also standing right next to them, and I'm not going to steal them. Let's restack our... Oh, not us. Restack our characters and spread out our healing potions a bit. So Lae'zel already has 7. We can give some to Wyll. And then we're gonna keep the graders for ourselves because we're greedy. Not really, I just don't want to deal with splitting up too. The scales button above the barter button will add the correct amount of gold for you. It will. Thank you, Q. I didn't know that. I was just gonna comment on the fact that I didn't realize. Come on. That this is a slider too, so you don't have to type in the number, you can slide it. I didn't know about the scales. All right. Do we have anything else? I've already forgotten exactly what I set up for my bags here in the last session. Oh, we didn't level up Wyll. Unfortunately, we don't have more stuff to buy more potions, but... Alright, Warlock level up. We get an extra spell, and we can replace a spell, I believe, if we want to. I never end up using Arms of Hadar. I don't know if that's a mistake on a Warlock. I feel like it's a very commonly talked about spell, but I never end up using it. So I think we're going to trade that one I mean, hex is the way to go, right? And then we'll come back here and pick another one. Y'all in the 500 bags, I can't stand it. Not 500. I can't stand the entire inventory being cluttered. I have a bag for potions. I have a bag for arrows, and I have a bag for things I can dip my weapons in so they're not cluttering everything. And then I have one bag that is like all of my store stuff. So I did do a little separate video on it. It's fine. You don't have to watch it, but like that's the logic behind it. Normally I have like, I carried the potions and the storyline stuff, and Astarion is usually the rogue. So he carries the dippable things for the weapons and the arrows. But since we're doing that now, they're all on us. So it looks like more than it really is. It's just a normal system. I can't handle the clutter. I was watching a streamer who just like throws everything. First off, she doesn't loot everything. She'll only like loot things that she needs instead of like taking things to sell. But then her inventory is just like this chaos storm, and I'm like, I can't do it. I'm always encumbered too, but it's things that I want to sell. I can't just keep things on to have them on my person. We're gonna go Hellish Rebuke. I like it. All right. I have a hard time not just taking these two. So chat, tell me, I know you were clamoring for Warlock. Do you want to go with just like the really deadly Eldritch Blasts, or do you want to go with something more utility based? So we can like do Double Sight so he can see in the dark. We can go with Mask of Many Faces so he has Disguise Self at will. Is it at will in BG3? Yeah. Yes. Loot everything and bring a mule character. Yeah. And then if I'm in like a really, if I'm in a really dense area that I don't want to like leave, you can send things to camp and then go pick them up later. But I try and just carry what I can sell. Jess says then you have to click onto each bag each time instead of just organizing by list and types to find things easy. It doesn't visually look pleasing to me, Jess. I can't do it. I can't sort by random things. So like we'll put my money before my camp supply bag, and I just can't handle it. Never passive Agonizing Blast. I like Repelling Blast too because it's fun. It might be problematic if we're trying to play with a fighter. Well, no, because we have squishy characters, right? So if we have Repelling Blast, we can like push them away from our squishies if we need to. You can skip Repelling and pick a utility. We can do that. We can also do Beast Speech so we don't have to keep spending money on animal potions. I don't think we need to do that this session unless you guys really want to hear that. I don't think Pain is like super into the critters and wouldn't need to talk to all of them, but they do have interesting information if you guys wanted to take that. The other, as long as we just don't control the Wyll as a character, this should be okay, although it does help like in combats to see things that are in the dark. Okay, I just have to make a decision. This is why I pick the same things every single time. Let's just do Repelling Blast. No, after making you wait that long, I'll pick something different. I'll pick something interesting. Let's go with Double Sight, because that would allow him to take. He can do. I haven't done this in this game yet. I've done it in D&D where he can take the Darkness spell, and then he can still see into it, so he can cover up enemies so that they can't see, but then he can still attack into it. Let's try that. We'll do something new this time around. All right. Now let's go talk to Dammon. Get acquainted.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear,
I love
just
Dammon.
ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel. Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
All right, so we learned about Dammon, who's an infernal weaponsmith. Might be handy later. Lady. All right. Light crossbow, heavy crossbow, no hand crossbows. Nothing we really need to save up for here, but good to know. All right.
Who uses wooden?
Let's go this way. What's happening over here?
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
The tieflings have caught one of the goblins.
She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arka. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with.
So I think I want to interpose just to see if we can get information out of Zaza. Gale approves even though he's not with the party.
Looks like the Absolute sent me a protector. You gonna kill her too?
You move!
All right, we can intimidate. Ooh. So I need to kill her and let her rejoin with her brother. That's awful. Should be easy. Just shoot me. This won't avenge. Won't change anything. Let's read the tiefling's thoughts. I don't think I've done this one before. Oh, good. I have a -1. So I need a 13 or higher, and it's not offering me guidance on this roll. We did it. Unlikely, but...
Cannon would hate me for this. But he's not here. They took him from me.
All right. You can still say this to her after learning that. That's so awful. All right, this won't avenge canon. It won't change anything.
You're right. I wish you weren't. I really do.
Is there a little echo for you guys
Damn
watching
it.
on the
Why do you
dialogue?
care if a goblin lives or dies?
I don't know why it's doing that. Let me just check my... I don't think I have an extra window open. Alright. Alright. Why do you care if a goblin lives or dies? This is the option that I want. I want to ask her questions. So if she dies, she'll take everything she does to the grave.
If you believe anything the beast tells you, you're an idiot.
It's all right, Arka. Let's go.
You're gonna be sorry! Every last one of ya!
I guess Shadowheart was trailing too far behind to give me guidance on those rolls.
Ain't sure why you're protecting me. Don't care, neither. It's too late to make friends, warg meat. My tribe's coming. They're gonna burn this pretty place for the glory of the Absolute and hang you by your guts.
It's not a very nice thing to say, but I'm not going to say that. We're going to ask, who is this Absolute you're so fond of? Your god?
Goddess. We're burning her name across the face of the world, we are. The Absolute is gold from the sky, she is. The blessing in the storm and the storm itself.
Let's see. You've caught my interest. Have any holy literature on you? An all-powerful goddess that can't get you out of a cage. Ooh, I like both of these. Okay, so we can either keep it cool for some more information or kind of taunt her, both of which I think are in character.
Maybe she sent you to help me. And And you will, if you want to save your skin. And if the teeth stick a few arrows in us on the way out of here, don't worry. Priestess Gut will patch us up. Got a whole lab set up.
Learned about
Cooks
Priestess
up potions
Gut.
that fix our lads, no matter how much of a beating they take. Could probably stick your head back on if someone was to chop it off. Mighty booyog.
I'd sooner swig a flask of acid than anything a goblin cooks up.
Oof, Wyll. Well, I'd certainly like to meet her, or nice story, buy it for a copper in a tavern nearby. I don't really want to let her out, so we're gonna say we'd like
Get
to
me
meet
out
her.
of here, and I'll tell you where to find her. Deal?
No. You already told me what I need to know. I'll find the priestess myself.
Even if you did find my tribe, they'd set the wargs on ya. You need me. Get me out of here, and I'll tell them what a good friend you are.
I feel like she's threatened us enough that I don't want to believe her on that, so... We're doing a mischievous playthrough, not an evil playthrough, so let's go with not a chance
Suit
to on
yourself.
that page.
Looking forward to seeing what your innards look like.
Alright.
Oh, you teeths are all boring. Even your cages are boring.
One more time, just in case anyone is able to help me. Are you guys hearing an echo on when the dialogue
That
talks?
might be worth a look.
I don't know if it's because I have all the other volumes turned down so much, it might always just do that, and just wasn't aware of it before. Alright. Okay, good. I'm glad it's not echoing for you. It's just a problem I'll have to deal with. So the rest of us have leveled up as well. Level 3. Alright. We are going to... I'm never close enough on Shadowheart to use Bane. Like, it's a very on-theme spell for Trickery Cleric, but I just don't feel like it happens. I'm specifically going to take Create or Destroy Water, because I know where we're going. Question mark. Could also do Aid. We only have... How many second level spell slots do we get? I don't think it tells us. I don't know if it's 1 or 2. Spiritual Weapon is my fave. I do like Spiritual Weapon. And I finally learned how to use it properly in this game. I really like Prayer of Healing though also, and I know I don't have 3 second level spells. Ooh, okay, let's go with that. And I would normally go do the Healy Potion thing. I'm just out of money, so we're not going to do that. All right, Subclass Thief. Let's go. We get a feature that we gain resistance to falling damage because we're used to being thrown from places, like when we're sneaking in, which is funny. And my favorite is Fast Hands, which means we get a second bonus action. At the time of recording this, lets you do anything for a bonus action that you could normally do. It's not limited on what you can do for that bonus action. It's pretty good. It means that we can cutting action hide on our turn and then still get our main hand attack and our offhand attack instead of having to choose between our offhand attack and our sneak or dash or disengage. All right, well, the kitchen has joined us. Hi. Cricket was being so sweet this morning. I hope nothing is wrong because of course that's where my anxiety brain goes to. She I was just talking about there's so many other spells that I would like to take other than Darkness because Misty Step is great, Scorching Ray is great, but I specifically talked about that whole Darkness thing and I want to try it out, so I'm going to take that one. Cricket woke me up by like climbing on my rib cage this morning. She normally waits for my alarm to go off before she does anything and doesn't usually crawl out. She usually lays across my hips and she was just like desperate for cuddles today. Do you want some more? You want to say hi to the stream? Here's a kitten. You look so pathetic, honey. There you go. Here's the camera. It's a little cuddle. Okay, and then we have to choose between Pact of the Chain, Pact of the Blade, Pact of the Tome. I think we're gonna go Tome. I normally go Chain, but since we aren't gonna have like a full caster, and by that I just mean like Warlocks only get 2 spell slots, and that's not enough for me, I think we should go Pact of the Tome. Do I get to change those cantrips though, or is it just always those 3? Read the... Yep, okay, it's just those 3. I feel like Wyll would be good at viciously mocking people. I don't know if it's worth... I thought you could choose your cantrips and you can't. Thorn Whip could be helpful. If we have Shadowheart, we don't need 2 guidances. It's a little bit of a waste there. What cantrips come in the other one? None. So Pact of the Chain is a familiar. We get Imps or Closets. Closets can scare enemies, Imps can sting them and turn invisible and fly, which is great for like scouting and stuff. Pact of the Tome is the 3 cantrips, and then Pact of the Blade gives you... it's most thematic for Wyll, which is why I took it in that one playthrough. It creates like a blade, similar kind of to Lord on Critical Role. It's a little bit different, but similar. And you can use your spellcasting modifier instead of your strength or dexterity, which his strength and dexterity suck, by the way. I don't know why he's called the Blade of Frontiers. He's not a martial class, and it bothers me that he has that name. So, I mean, Pact of the Blade is the most thematic for Wyll, but it's just boring to me. If you guys want it, though, I'll take it. Maybe you can teach me how to use it. Pact of the Tome, what else does Pact of the Tome do when you level up? I dislike that it doesn't show you all like the level up options. It just tells you what's available right now. So let's say Pact, typing with one hand because of the cat, of the Tome. At level 5, you get Animate Dead, Call Lightning, and Haste. Animate Dead is not Wyll's thing, but Call Lightning and Haste are. So it looks like we would be choosing between we could get Vicious Mockery, Thorn Whip, Call Lightning, and Haste, which are good. But if we do the other things, okay, at level 5, you can attack twice instead of once for Pact, or your familiar can attack twice instead of once on their turn. And Pact of the Blade, you get an extra attack with your pact weapon. So it is good. Haste, yeah, haste would be fun. That was Pact of the Tome? Let's do Pact of the Tome. We'll give it a try. Oh, hold on. Look here. Do we want to trade Armor of Agathis for either Misty Step or Scorching Ray? I personally would trade oh my god, words. I would personally trade Armor of Agathis for Misty Step in a heartbeat. But I know a lot of people love Armor of Agathis as well. I would rather have Misty Step. I like it a lot. Let's do Misty Step for now. We can always switch that out later too. All right. Are we fully leveled? Lae'zel, did you already level? Yes, okay. All right, we're gonna take like a 5 or 7 minute break before we go in this stone door here, because I need a little bio break to use the restroom, and I'll see you back real quick, okay? I hope y'all can stick around. If not, thank you for coming so far, and we'll pick back up in just a minute.